Ikeduru is one of the 27 local government areas of Imo State. Located in the western part of the state, the LGA has its headquarters at Iho, which takes an average of 10 minutes drive from Owerri, the state capital. Created out of the former Ikeduru local government area in 1989, Ikeduru is currently made up of 29 autonomous communities and 12 political wards. Ambassador Chief Tony Jude Iwamadi is the current interim management committee IMC chairman of the local government under the Hope Uzodimma administration. Like most other local government areas, Ikeduru suffered a huge neglect during previous state government administrations. This is evidenced by the poor conditions of their roads, schools, healthcare centers, and other critical infrastructure. This unfortunate turnout of events persisted until the emergence of Senator Hope Uzodimma as the governor of Imo State barely 2 years ago.
Every Imo president shall have a say in my government. I believe you.
We are comprised of 29 autonomous communities and 12 wards that make up the political wards in Ikeduru. And Ikeduru is a very fertile land. In fact, we do call Ikeduru a land of milk and honey.
Unfortunately, the near absence of good motorable roads became a clog in the determination of the people to transport their agricultural produce to the city for business. The issue of Ekemele along Akabi Ikeduru or Kigorod is a case in point. Upon his arrival, the state governor promptly mobilized the INC chairman to give a facelift to the councils as a launch pad for other areas of need.
When this administration came into place, the local government council's headquarters were in a state, most of them were in a state of disrepair, you know. And then the first thing was really to give a facelift to the local governments. And these, the interim management committees, you know, working with the civil servants, were able to do to provide the right environment for the civil servants.
When we came in here, the local government was not wearing a human face. Governor supported us. We will now have to facelift the local government. As you can see, we started cutting grasses, fumigation, putting other things in place, buying furniture. Before, you can't stay in this office. All these tables, furniture you see here, we are being bought by us during that period we came into the council. Both the DAS office, TR office, all those offices there. As you can see, as you walk into this council, you can know that administration is going on here. It is now wearing a human face. That is how it's supposed to be. Policy of our governor, distinguished Dr. Hope Uzodimma.
Instructively, these were done even in the face of the coronavirus pandemic, the NSAS protests, and insecurity brought about by unknown gunmen.
I won't say we are unlucky. I would say we are lucky. We made COVID-19, the pandemic that terrorized the whole world. And we did our best. In fact, Ikeduru was the first local government that formed the task force on COVID-19. And I want to tell you, we never witnessed any case of COVID-19 in Ikeduru. This sanitizer is customized, Ikeduru hand sanitizer for COVID-19. Our face masks were equally customized. We mounted a roadblock, no face masks, no entry. And the face masks we are being shared free of charge. We never collected any money. We thank God at the end of the day, the pandemic was controlled. After that, we joined in NSAS. From NSAS to unknown gunmen, but to the glory of God, Ikeduru has never been under any attack. That is why I tell you, Ikeduru people are good. I am very, very proud to be an Ikeduru man. And equally, with the help of our great, in fact, Ikeduru has the best outfit of local vigilante that has been doing very, very well, working in synergy with our DPO. They are doing well. Governor gave us palliatives, we shared it. And while we shared palliative, we invited the traditionals to Ndieze. We invited our DSS, Civil Defense, DPO, and all of them were recorded where we shared the palliatives given to us by the governor.
Road infrastructure is receiving good attention in Ikeduru in the current administration. Of particular mention is the Owerri Akabo Okigwe Road, which has put a stop to the perennial and nightmarish poor state of the Kemele axis of the road.
Our governor is a governor that has a listening ear. When I cried to him, I went to him, I met him with Ndieze about the Ekemele road. But today, as we are coming here, could you remember Ekemele, or can you recognize it? It didn't take you up to 5 minutes from Owerri to Ikeduru. That's the good work of our distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. That Ekemele has been like that for more than 15-20 years. So every Ikeduru man has no option than to support distinguished Dr. Hope Uzodimma, because he has done what Napoleon could not do. That is the things distinguished Dr. Hope Uzodimma has done here, and we are still expecting more. We are Oliver Twist. We need more, because we are giving him our assurance that the Ikeduru people is for him, and we know he's for us. He first loved us, and we have no option than to love him back.
What of a Kemele? Who were nightmare before? When you're not Did America and Kemele? We don't know that Kemele everywhere. But today, it might be a job of a Kemele.
We did grading of road with the help of my HOD works. We graded 9-kilometer roads at Amimo. We gave that concession to the deputy governor. That is his ward. We graded 3-kilometer roads at Ngugo Ikembra ward. We graded Ivan Enwunem Road, the former Senate president. We graded Amata Ozaba to Ekemeboha Road. We graded Iho, the capital of Ikeduru for now, where the local government is situated. We graded Akabo Road, linking to Ekemele, Abazu to Amata. In fact, there is no ward in Ikeduru that we did not touch 2 or 3 kilometers in grading. Ikeduru benefited from the 5-kilometer road the governor has just awarded. The 5-kilometer road she gave us, we located it, we started it at Umomi to Eziama to Owubidubi, because it might interest you to know that the side of Ikeduru East, that's Owubidubi Avovo, it cost them up to 2,000 naira, and they passed more than 3 local governments to assess their own local government because of the link road. That Oriumomi road cut off has gullies, so that is why we cited this 5-kilometer roads there, so that the road will not be a link road that will not take them more than 10 minutes and that will not cost them up to 100 naira to assess their local government instead of suffering going around. So as the governor has done that for us, he has done wonderful. In fact, he's not only Ikeduru people.
The Ikeduru local government also embarked on the construction of open market stores and shops, to the admiration of the people and market women in particular, most of who before now traded under the scorching heat of the sun or rain.
We built a market at Afro-Eziama Market. The ancient and traditional capital of Ikeduru is Eziama. That is why we went to build that market at Eziama.
Some months ago, the local government authority, through the HOD works, there are EBA, portion. Ebe nwere ike ime additional stores in the market. Here Afro-Eziama Central Market. Anyị mere available space for the stores. As you can see, all the stores we have there are ebe. I think all the 5 in number. Before now, ebe anyị ụlọ akịrịka mmiri zowe, the people akwachi for the day. And as they make business for the day. So now every market day. Mmiri make on ezo the mother chiro binaka, but from the foundation people were very, very happy. The town union government, the traders, the entire people of Eziama community, they very, very happy. But because I have to be sincere with you, for a period of years I need like a government presence, but since the government of Senator Hope Uzodimma Batara na Ochichi, and you government presence in this community. So through this market, the people they very, very happy. And the Henwe ka anucha the thing, as you can see, they have started using it.
Obiri anyoto na anya no n'ime ahia. Ebe anyị na no ezere mmiri. Nwe mekwa mmiri asụbuga ma anyị. Otu no ji asụbu anya ma anyị na-eji akaraka na ekpuchi.
Obi dị anyị mma, list mmiri asụgazi ha anyị, mmiri sụwazi gba anyị abazi inside, nọrọ a comfortable place.
Otu arụchara igwe anyị nọ n'ime igwe anwa achaga ha anyị, mmiri amaga ha anyị. Mgbe ọwụla akịrịka, mebi akịrịka rekesịcha mmiri sụwa ya na ama anyị, betu ugbo mmiri sụwazie obi asi anyị ike na anyị nọ n'ime ụlọ.
The dilapidated classroom block of 120 meters long of 7 classrooms that has been dilapidated for more than 25 years at Ngogo is verifiable. We went there, we reconstructed it, we roofed it.
Before it was not something to write home about. For the past 3 years I've been here, we've not been using that classroom because of the bad state. In fact, I really thank the local government area chairman for coming to our aid to help us rebuild the classrooms. And I thank God that work is going on now. It's almost getting to completion now.
I'm encourage and also appreciating now put a bit more effort.
The commitment of the Ozadema administration to the health needs of Imo people is legendary. Ikeduru Local Government Council did not just benefit from the ongoing renovation and reconstruction of its healthcare centers, but has gone far in carrying out that state assignment. The result is that at last, life is returning back to the healthcare centers in various communities and wards in the area, and the people are not hiding their joy.
Here my second issue now. The first one when I health center. I'm encourage and also appreciating now put a bit more effort. You know, I want to facilities hana like get with here. I want my mbali hana bali.
I don't remember better for Afro and
I got them men, no? No, you're not careful.
I'm trying to buy
I got them men, no?
Before now, the centers I were here, they abandoned. I went here making here. So the centers you can't even go there. But this time around, our governor have done a lot of things for the center. By renovating the centers in 305 wards in Imo State.
We thank him for this step, and we are hoping that people will now come and appreciate the good work that the government is doing for them. Then we will also still need some other things that can also make us to feel relaxed where we are working. Like in the night, there's no generator here.
Several Ikeduru youth who benefited from the 3R government's youth empowerment programs are today counting their blessings and those advancing the economic status of the LGA.
So it's a welcome development, and now some of them are testifying and they're doing a lot with it, poultry, fishing, and all the rest of them.
While empowerment scheme for indigent women is still on course.
Every two widows from every autonomous community, 29 of them, receive salary in this government since we started. We do it with the help of my councillors, all hands on deck. We share wrappers to the indigent women.
Perhaps beyond the state government's large-heartedness in approving the projects for Ikeduru through its Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, headed by Honorable Chief Mrs. Ruby Emele. The unity and oneness among Ikeduru APC leaders remain a contributory factor to the successes recorded.
We do our political activities, bringing every leaders to one board. Initially in leadership we had issues, but by the grace of God, not by my power, I pushed all of them, and today Ikeduru has a single voice under the apex leadership of our Deputy Governor, Professor Placid Njoku, and our operational leader, Prince Charles Amade, and other leaders.
On challenges confronting the council.
The challenges is that there's nothing that comes easy. Yes, as you are doing the good work, criticism will equally come. But I believe, my master, the good work, the good projects, the good things you do, your relation with people, your respect for the leaders will always speak good for you. Not necessarily what people are going to say. So we are not being distracted. I know this is politics. You might be getting it right, but somebody will be there countering that very particular thing you are doing, just to prove you wrong. So the challenging is the blackmailing, the gossiping, and all the rest of it. But once we know we are doing the right thing, I am not bothered.
While more dividends of democracy are expected in Ikeduru under the shared prosperity government, it is hoped that the people will increase their support and cooperation for the state governor, Senator Hope Uzodimma.
Ekele Jeremy ofuma ndị ho di meze ekele na Ikeduru ekele ne ndị ike ekele ye o were zone ekele ye na aka ọrụ ya sepa ya jide aka ngoji ya hapụkwala aka n'ihe ọmụ mega n'Imo State and in Nigeria at large.
With the government of Senator Hope Uzodimma, and I need be ready to go with him to make sure that all got to the next all got through na the next election, and I know by the grace of God is going to do it.
People are very happy because Hope Uzodimma is a true Christian. He has Imo State at heart, and we know this is just 1 year plus, getting to 2 years. By the time we get up to 3 years, like he said yesterday, very soon all of us will remove the belt, and then he will tell us we are now cruising. And I believe strongly in him. Imo State and the Ikeduru people will soon cruise, because the right man, the driver with a license, is driving the bus that all of us are into. So we have no option than to support him, pray for him, that God should continue to strengthen him, give him long life. He is a good man. I believe in him so much, and I would never go back in supporting distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma for all he has done for Imolite and the Ikeduru people.
We're gonna